Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Fast motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Golden. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Running to Green. Running toward the tape. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back to...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's off to the races. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Edwards. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3 as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Orji. Into the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he picks it off and takes it back before he finally steps out of bounds, and that is how we'll wrap up the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll put the tight end in motion. Got his man quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Running it back, it's Morgan. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse. And the quarterback is snowed under. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass, it's Orji. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Afterburners coming. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off-play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. These corners backing off a bit. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Dropping back, it's Orji. Pocket starts to collapse. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan 10, Texas 7.
The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. This time he's got it. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. The give out of the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Feeling some heat. Gonna try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
To the air, it's Ewers. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on it just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to run it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 10, Texas 7.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero covers, like nobody covers it at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Caught near the sticks, it's Moore. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Wide out in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bond. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Ready to try the point after. And it's good. They're on top, and they'll try to hang on in the waning seconds. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Skips away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but